Or I've come up with the idea of what I want to make out of it. And then I got Chris. The king.
I have the horse.
I guess the king gets beat up. You say that.
Oh yeah. I have the battle today. So I will take a small sip for a great honor. I have never been able to drink from this horn first. I am usually towards the end. And I find this honor overwhelming. Thank you, gentlemen. To our heir, Prince Caleb.
Hoorah!
I also am usually towards the end of the line. And I remember once I was to finish the form. much better at this end. And I too am going to try to get on the Rapier field, so I'm going to take but a small sip. And today, I would toast Her Highness, who has inspired me today and all days. And I love you very much. My king, my prince, brothers, sisters, thank you. Thank you for decades. Some of you may know that due to the same genetic makeup that gave me my devastating good looks, I got a few booby prizes, and health may well keep me from the heavy field ever again. I have not given it up, but it is gone. Along the years, we have done a series of demonstrations for Cub Scout groups. And I've always ended the demonstration with a speech saying, "Would you like to be a knight?" The Cub Scouts, invariably to their credit, would like to be a knight. They are then instructed to go out. And when they are 18, they can come back and learn the easy part of being a knight. How to swing a sword. If, in the years between, they practice diligently the hard part of being a knight. Truthfulness, being good for your word, courtesy, defending those less able to. It is not a mistake and not a coincidence that the Boy Scouts and their codes were founded by an English lord. So, with your permission, while I may not partake in the easy part of being a knight, I promise you I will do my utmost to keep at the hearts of you all.
Brothers and my sisters, we use those terms over and over again when we address ourselves. To ourselves and to others, we refer to the order as our brethren. And also to all those members of this order of chivalry everywhere in the SCA. Bear in mind that it is not a symbolic family. It is a very real one. When we look at each other from those newest members of this order, and we look at those whom we judge, who we know one day will be members of this order, we find that we bear the greatest burden of judgment. Judgment of our friends, our loved ones, the people people that we depend on and the people who are our dependents. And yet, in judging those for membership in this order, we realize that we are really using them as the mirror to judge ourselves. And each of us, every day, must continue to judge ourselves. For me, it is personal in that this year is 35 years, 70 generations of royalty since I was invited to join this order. Our oath enjoins us to be foremost in battle and has offered the opportunity to do that once again. And that is again, I thank. Courteous at all times, shield of the weak. All of these things are not words. Remember them. They've been graven on my heart and will always be so. Judge each other before you judge yourselves. And carry this out, because we are not pretending to be knights of the Middle Ages. We are 21st century knights. Be ever a good knight and true.
Sorry about that, lady.
I have not been seen upon the field save the rapier field for many years, and unfortunately may never be again. But in my heart, I still remember, and that is something we must do as a member of this order. We must remember where we came from so we can provide the examples to those who are coming behind us. Memory, and to those who are no longer with us.
Drink up, kid. We might real quick, Chris. I'm going to go take this field for this kingdom and help us earn another war point. I wish I was here to see all of this honor, but I feel we need some points going on. So please forgive my absence from this. It is not a slight on the gentlemen that are here today. It is to go and honor our other communities that are waiting for us. So thank you.
It seems like every year I get closer and closer to the front of the line. It's starting to scare me a little bit. The words that have gone before me are like the men that have gone before. They have taken giant strides. They have worn the path we walk so that we may follow them more easily. Those of you who have come since have a path to walk as well. The path is worn, but there are unmarked fields and forests ahead of you. Believe me. I can't express to you the pride that I feel when I stand in this circle and look out over those who have come after. There's few apparently that have come before. But it is always a humbling and uplifting experience for me. And I hope that I have a few years yet where I can continue to take the field with all of you and each other.
Brothers and sisters, I look around me, like several of those who have preceded me. I note how many of you will follow me. This is what talk about see friends, see acquaintances, see loved ones. We're at it, and every year. I'm so glad that we can find and continue to find worthies followers to our newest members and our oldest.
Sometimes the simplest words are the most profound. First, I would like to say that without the inspiration of my lovely Runa, I would be nothing. Thank you, my love. Second, I would have all of us here remember, and whether you call out those names or you think them, to all our brothers, Dawn, all our brothers who could not make it this year, and all those others that we miss dearly. To them, Gunnar, Uller, and all those others. And finally, I would like to thank all those brothers that fought in the Champions Battle today with me. It was a great honor that I was given by their majesties. It was a great honor that you all showed me by following me. And I tell you this now, if he who is Prince of Pennsic 43 would have me lead you again, I would do that for him and all of you as well. Draco Invictus!
Well, you came back.
I know, it's surprised you, didn't it?
Knights of the Mid-Realm, those I know, those I look forward to knowing, I'm back. Hopefully that's a good thing. Thank you. As always, I'm humbled and just amazed to be part of this order. I respect you all, Your Majesty, Your Highness.
Like Rhonda reminded us of our friends that we've had, unfortunate that they couldn't make this Pennsic. We sure miss them. I want to thank those who came back to Pennsic because it's always wonderful to see our brothers come back. But the one thing I really want to do is make sure we all remember those who will never make Pennsic again, because they're in my heart all the time, and I miss them. So when you have a chance, say a story about one of them to your squires, to the new people, because these men should never, ever be forgotten.
That's scary. That really is. So I just want to say thank you for the return to this Pennsic Fellowship. I have missed it. I had my reasons. They're all done. I'll be fighting. In fact, I'm going to go fight on this crazy rapier melee thing. Oh no, that just doesn't sound right. We used to have a little custom to remember what Brana said. Forgan and Jafar, Osis, others. Berengar from the dark past. Seldom Rest. Thorbjorn the Grey Sides. Not forgotten. Thank you all. Yeah, this is easy. Hang on a second. You have the horn?
Now go kill a few, William.
I'm going to go stick some people.
Hey, I'll kill
I'm gonna wait
I'll
for
kill them
these.
all, sir.
As always, I wish to remind everyone that there's no offense, that I do not drink alcohol. I will speak today. This war, I brought my son, as I have for the last 18 years. This year I paid adult prices for him. I've raised both of my children in the SCA their entire lives, as I know many of us are these days. That is also our next generation. not just our squires, but our children. Was it 23? Year.
Calendar year?
Would have been
94.
94.
That's ground coming.
96.
There's always Palmer.
I have the honor of being what apparently a very old knight.
Yes.
Well, you were knighted when you were 16.
I was lucky enough to live in Trimaris for a while. I came back to the Mid, and I live in Eldemere now. But this is my home. This is where I get permission every year, regardless. Eldemere's fighting east this year, but I have permission to fight with the Mid because you are all my brothers. This is my home.
Well said, sir.
Oh, that's right.
Mine will be short.
That fight was a little long.
Did I disappoint? I'll work on it.
You can just fight him, it'd be a lot
Fight me shorter, not just fight harder.
We all know the countless memories we've seen and that we've made even at this Pennsic alone. But I just had one that was actually very moving for me because it caught me off guard. It was at a moment that we've all sat in, some of us a couple times, some of us a lot of times, and that's just at their Majesty's feet, just when we hand off our chains. And Her Majesty cried a little more each time she got a chain. Sometimes I find we wear these things so long that we feel the burden, or it just becomes a thing. It's a thing I throw my chain on with my garb. When Her Majesty has tears in her eyes because she's holding our chains, that's a poignant reminder of how special we are to those people and what we have to live up to. So, to Her Majesty's tears.
Speaking of tears, if you recall last year, I threw a few on the ground. So Elizabeth got to me good. I was proud of my son, who's standing over there. And I want to echo Ish, that we all remember the future of this order, those who are coming up.
Every year we watch a lot of our those people that forge the path ahead of us. But I would actually toast those of us that have kind of been in the middle. People like Ramon and Logan, who are some of my examples of what it means to be a knight, and the ones that I point to squires now and say, follow the path of these gentlemen, because they are what it means to be a knight of the Mid-Dome right now. We have an ancient history, but these are some of our best, good men.
Yep.
I don't speak much.
But you carry a big stick.
Well, sometimes. But I can't tell you how good it is to be home. This is where I belong.
You and Conrad are going to have to explain this whole head shaving thing, though.
Yeah.
Throw me off, bro.
Mine's got a little special deal going with it.
Yeah, it does.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so does mine, though.
I'm sure it does.
It's special.
What horsepower have they shown?
stand among heroes. I truly do. I'm going to tell you a real quick, brief story. About 4 months ago, I pulled into a parking lot and saw a young man running through it, giggling. He looked like he was about 16. And as I watched him running, an elderly man was chasing after him, and I realized there was a problem. I turned to the older man and I said, "What's going on?" And he said, "He's autistic, he doesn't know." Now, I worked with autistic kids before, and I knew he had no idea what was going to happen to him if he put himself in danger, so I started chasing him. In the middle of a 4-lane highway, I caught him and pulled him out in front of a truck. I stood on the side of the road, I realized I'd done something kind of cool. Called my family, told them, you know, at that point my heart was about out of my chest. And just today, when a hero of mine thanked me for coming off the field, I realized I did something that you would be proud of. And it keeps coming back to me. And I thank you all for that. Where's the next victim? Thank you.
Well, I know you all know I don't really like to talk much.
Nor drink.
Nor drink. Yeah, I don't like to drink. Well, I heard the follow touching, yeah.
Well, you're talking.
Whatever. So, touch on Garrett. I am proud to be in the company of lions, not sheep. We are all leaders in the sense that people want to follow us. It's our duty as those leaders to live the life the best we can to meet their expectation. To be the knights that we all want to be. To wake up every morning and be better than we were the previous day. To be the example and to give those new people and old people hope that they're still good somewhere and that we can be the champions of that good.
I am proud beyond words to stand here amongst you, my brothers and sister. This has been a fantastic year so far, and I think I always say at some point in time that the belted team practice starts tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to take a small drink because I'm going to go fence. But again, I love you all, your own brothers and sisters.
Here we are again. Find a lot of things that inspire me to be here every year. And they're all surrounding me. I have my lovely family. I have all my heroes and friends. Thank you. And I'll tell you right now, the spirit of the bar has not left us.
Sit around, stand here, all my brothers, sisters, family minded. This is always my favorite part of war. Not the drinking, but
the fellowship of my fellow knights.
Brothers and sisters, it's my honor to be celebrating my 10th year amongst you this year. Always, it's awe-inspiring to hold such a relic in my hands amongst all my heroes and inspirations over the years. Thank you, gentlemen.
Keeping with the theme that a number have mentioned, nobody comes to this place by themselves. To those who trained me, allowed me to be here today, and to those that we will train and follow after us, the line of chivalry will remain unbroken. To all of you, and to all of them.
Not Boone, sir.
Wait a minute, I can't be last.
No, there's
plenty of us.
Don't we?
Next.
No, it would be Cadigan's before me, if that's where we're to.
I think so.
Before you.
What year, Ragnar?
I was 05.
6.
Ragnar Malcolm
Take it, man. Take it. It is me. At some point, it gets that way. Yeah. You know, the closer you are to the end of the line, the harder it is to say cool, epic stuff that wasn't already said before you. I have a hard time losing. And came off the field today after the Belt of Champions battle, and I was upset. I don't like to lose. And you put your stuff down, and an unbelt you don't even know walks up to you and just looks at you. And he's like, it's like watching superheroes fight. Because it doesn't matter who wins or loses, you guys are superheroes. And that's what we all want to be. And it kind of like, oh shit. Because you can't be so hard on yourself because they're looking at you going, those are the guys we want to be. And I do my best to remember that those guys are watching us all the time, whether we're behaving ourselves or we're spitting on the sidewalk, they're watching. Just keep that in mind.
Do you know of anybody else? I want it. Okay.
It's not going to be easy. For 42 years, we've come to these lands to contest on a field. There's been generals in all of those years. Past 4 kings, or the past 2 wars, I've been given the distinct honor to lead you, your squires, your men-at-arms. It's an honor that would be very, very hard to beat, except for the one that I'm about to say. For 2 years, I've got to lead you. You followed me. Your people have followed me. But for 25 years, on Tuesday, my lady has followed me everywhere I went. She stands behind you, and I thank her for following me and allowing me to do this. To my lady.
That's good stuff. It's good stuff.
This is getting a little tight on my...
Hello. To their majesties, to their highnesses, to my lady. Gentlemen, I have a unique perspective on this order. I have the distinct privilege of being the secretary. So, I would like to thank all of you for helping me advise their majesties on who we bring next and adding to our future. You gentlemen have done a fantastic job in making my job easier. This last return was 72 poles.
Yeah.
A high I've never seen. Thank you and hoobah.
Used to be we couldn't count that high. I need a white screen. Trouble with those like that.
I just got to thank everyone that comes before me. I hope to see you all every time we do this. I don't mind being towards the bottom as long as I get to see you all here with me next year. Thank you.
So, I've been thinking about this for a while because I'm towards the end, and I was planning on opening with how hard it is to say something cool when you're towards the end. So, I guess as I'm sitting here racking my brain for what I was going to say, I want to thank the people who are here who, in spite of having won the game, they have multiple peerages, they have crowns, they're ostensibly the best fighters in the known world. They continue to show up. It's hard. We've all sacrificed time and money for this sport, for this game, for this thing that we do. And even once you've won and you have nowhere left to go, you still show up. Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Excellency, Your Grace, Your Grace, good sirs. Thank you.
Well said.
This marks my 1-year anniversary. It was 1 year ago, the day before the Champions Battle, that I was out lead. And I got to participate then, as I did this year. And in that year, I see more clearly that I walk in the footsteps of giants that have gone before me. And I also see that year, I find my actions and deeds lacking. I am not holding myself to the level that this order expects and saw in me, and I pledge here to turn back to the path that I set upon. To all those that guide.
A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Nice.
Wow. These are the law that I live by. As a very young man, as I strove to become an Eagle Scout, Duke Moon can be blamed for all this. It was a goal in life to get the Eagle Scout. It was a milestone. And for the longest time I had achieved it, and I thought I was there. And then I discovered knighthood, and all of you gentlemen stand before me. And I realized that there was more to achieve. And I strove, and I strove, and I strove. And then a year ago, almost a year ago today, I became a knight among you. And then today, lying dead on the battlefield, I realized how much further I still have to walk to the path unending.
It's been almost a year for me as well. And I found knighthood to be awesome, to be great. I also find it lonely at times. I find myself unapproachable by some people that have not yet attained this goal. But then I think of all of you, I think of our fellowship, and it warms my heart, and I don't feel lonely anymore.
And it's scotch. Baby night. How much do you like scotch?
He's a Celt, my God.
Let us never forget the work it has been given for us to do. That we ensure ourselves, and through ourselves the organization, is weaker today than we will make it tomorrow.
There is still some left here.
Let's go around again.
No words.
You gotta volunteer.
Last time we made Kellick drink the last of it. He's not here, luckily.
You know, Crispin is.
I'm getting to him. I want to. The last few people, I want to point out something I didn't get to say when I had the phone the first time. It is the striving we do that sets us apart. No great skill that we have that other people don't have. No great virtues. We strive. That's all. And we continue to strive. We have a man who has striven. Whatever.
We're nice.
He's worked very hard. His ceremony will happen at this Pennsic War. I would hate to deprive him, I hate to make him wait another year while he has stood so patiently while we said our piece. I would like to have him come forward. Especially.
As would we all, Your Grace.
As would we all.
I'm pretty sure you're the only squire who ever handled this.
I think that's true.
I think that's true.
There we go. Maybe next year.
Gotta finish it.
There are no words to describe the feeling of standing amongst you men who have, and women, who have so many times through the years inspired me. You have led by example. You've set standards that I'd only hope to someday achieve. This is just the beginning.
4 or 5 ounces top.
Well, he is.
Does that count as a bucket? Oh, it counts when he falls down.
Who's carrying him back to camp?
His vigil, by the way, will be Monday night, starting at 5 o'clock in Mid-Room Royal. Please come by and give him your advice. Thank you very much. Please remember that the chivalry meeting is also Monday, 3:30. All right, folks?
3:30.
Well said. Thank you, gentlemen. By their majesty schedule.